Yo, yo, what up, my friends? I hope you guys remember what I did yesterday, because I kind of remember what I did yesterday. But yeah, if you guys were not here for yesterday, just remember yesterday I kind of did what is it called? A little bit of CSS and oh snap, and we kind of stopped like right here, pretty much. So yeah, so basically right now we are pretty much on day 3, learning about padding and margin. And yeah, let's destroy this basic CSS. Yes. So I drank a little bit of coffee. I got home from work. I'm a sad little boy right now because I feel really hopeless. But hey, I just want you guys to know that me and my friends have released this one song. I if you guys want, I could play it for you. I see there's someone in chat right now watching. If you want, like, I got you. If you want to listen to this, man, I got you. But like, if you're gonna listen to this, I need your like opinion, either Cold Heart or Lovesick. Those are the two songs that are out right now, and I need your opinion. But anyways, enough talking. Let's start talking coding. Woo! Yeah. Anyways, let's get this shiznit on the road. So before we left, we were talking about padding. We were talking about colors and classes, and as well as IDs. Now we're talking about some other things. At the same time, I really am sorry, but there's going to be some cops in the background. I really hope you guys don't hear them. But anyways, let's get this party again started. So basic CSS, understanding absolute versus relatives units, and yeah, the last several challenges all set an element's margin or padding with pixels. Pixels are a type of length unit which tells what the browser how to size or space an item. In addition to pixels, CSS has a number of different length unit options that you can use. The two main types of length units are absolute and relative. Absolute units tie to physical units of length. For example, inches and millimeters. Refer to inches and millimeters respectively. Absolute length units approximate the actual measurement on a screen, but there are some differences depending on a screen's resolution. Relative units such as EM or REM are relative to another length value. For example, EM is based on the size of an element font. If you use it to set the font size property itself, it's relative to the parent's font size. Add padding property to the class with red 1.5 EM. Okay. Padding 1.5. I don't know. I don't really like using EMs because like it's actually kind of annoying. I don't know. You just got to do some extra math, and I'm just like. So let's check it out. So everybody has we can prove that body elements exist. Sorry for the cops. We all know cops exist. So how do we do this? Body is going to be our element, and we're gonna be giving it we're just gonna be giving it a background color of black. Ah, yes, hello darkness. Oh yeah, baby. Now we've proven that every HTML page has a body element. Also, I'm kind of sick, I don't know. I hope you guys don't notice, but yeah, hello. Remember, you can style your body element just like any other HTML element, and all your other elements will inherit your body elements. First, create an h1 element with the thingy saying hello. Okay. Hello world. Hi. Are you gonna not show up? Cool. Then give all. Oh wait, it's already black. Ahaha. Ahaha. Then let's give all elements on your page the color of green by adding the color green. And then inside our body element, let's give all color green. Cool. Now let's give them a font family of monospace. Font family is going to be mono space. Sometimes I really wish I could drink a lot of coffee so then I can become hyper. At the same time, go with the flow, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I want to get up to that point where it's like that. And I'm sorry if there's like some weird background noise. I'm just chilling like a villain. So let's check it out. Create a CSS class called pink text that give. Oh wait, first, sometimes your HTML will receive multiple styles and conflict with other ones. For example, your h1 element can't be both green and pink at the same time. Let's see what happens. Yes, it cannot be green and pink at the same time because two things cannot exist at once. That's why there's a multiverse. Ha ha ha. He he he. So it is because I'm pretty sure it will explain it. But the reason why it's because of specificity, and I'm pretty sure it'll explain it, and I'll talk about it. And oh, pink style. I was like, why is it not pink? I forgot to finish it. Oh, wow. Pink style? I can't even read. I don't know why I was thinking about style. And I don't know why there's so many cops. I'm very sorry. But today you got interesting. Alright, so our pink text class overrode our body class elements CSS. We just proved that our classes will override the body elements CSS. So the next logical question is, what do we do to override pink classes? Create an additional CSS class called blue text that gives an element color blue. Make sure below pink class is declared. Apply the blue text class to your h1 element in addition to your pink text class. So you're telling me you want me to make a class that is called blue text. Blue text. Now, what do you guys think is going to happen while we are setting this up? Because I know the answer. Since I am smarter than you guys, I'm just kidding. I'm really stupid. I am going to tell you guys that it's going to be blue text. Oh, wow. Hardy har har. Do you guys want to know why? Because it is cascading from top to bottom. So it's going to say, alright guys, hello Mr. User, the color is going to be green for all text. But since there is a class called pink text and our h1 is having that pink text, the color is going to turn pink. Now it's going to go to this one. It's going to look for anything that has a blue text. If it has a blue text, it's going to turn blue. The reason why it's not going to stay pink is because we already skipped this. Anything that had a pink text is going to remain having a pink text. If there was something else, let's say an h1, an h1 that had banana, you see how it's green? And we give this a class of pink text, boom. And you see how like this has pink text, and this is our second thing. I forgot what you would call this. Our second little thingy that we want to change in our document. Since it has this and no blue text, it's not gonna work. Whatever. It's really easy to and simple to understand, and I don't want to try to confuse you guys. Anyways, if you guys need some more help, let me know. I'm happy to freaking help. We just proven that browsers read CSS from. Oh wow! Now it wants to read from top to bottom. That means in the event of conflict, the browser will choose whichever CSS declaration came last. Notice that we had put blue text before pink in our H1 classes. It looks like a declaration order, not the order of their use. But we were not done yet. There are other ways to say you can override CSS. Do you remember ID attributes? Let's override your pink text and blue text class and make your H1 orange and give it a nice style of ID. Oh ho ho, they are crazy, muy loco. So with orange text, if you give any elements an ID, it's gonna tell your web browser that it is the most important thing on your page, and so it will react and make it so anything is, or I can't even spell orange. It will pretty much make it's just pretty much just important. It's more important than class. It's more important than nothing, because you're giving it an ID. I feel like it's because it's important because of JavaScript. That's why it's very important, but that's just me. So we've proven that ID declarations override class declarations regardless of where they are declared in your style element. There are other ways that you can override CSS. Do you remember inline styles? Yes. Leave the blue text and the pink text classes on your H1. But we want to make a style and make it green. Okay, dokie, guys. So what are we gonna do? We keep it pink, this orange. So we are going to have an inline style of the color white. And the reason this happens is because we are targeting this element only. Because if we target another one, you can already see, well, how come this one is not white? Because we're not targeting this one. If we were targeting this one and giving it a nice little style, yes, life would be difficult indeed. Yay, we just proved that inline styles will override all the CSS declarations in your style element. But wait, there's one last way to override CSS. This is the most powerful method of all. But before we do it, let's talk about why we would ever want to override CSS. In many situations, you will use CSS libraries. These may accidentally override your own CSS, so when you absolutely need to be sure that an element has specific CSS, you can remember important. Let's go all the way back to our pink text class declaration. Remember that our pink text class was overridden by subsequent class declarations ID. Okay? So you're telling me if you put the exclamation point important next to our pink text, so we want this to be important. Important. Wow. So this makes it very important. So this is cool, I guess. Very cool. Do you know there are other ways to represent colors in CSS? One of these ways is called hexadecimal code, or hex for short. We can usually use decimals or base 10 numbers, which will use 0 to 9 for each digit. Hexadecimals are base 16. This means it uses 16 distinct symbols like decimals. The symbols 0 to 9, value 0 to... Okay, I feel like we all know what a hexadecimal is. If you guys don't, read this. Okay. Replace the word black in our body with 00000. Okay. 0000000. I forgot there's only 6. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let's replace everything in here. For example, I honestly I really know. Yeah, F is the brightest, 0 is the zeroest. So for the red color, we are going to do FFF. Oh, or FF, and then 00000, because we are only going to be using red. Or do we go capital F? So we want to use all of F, 00 of the RGB. Alright, so 0000. There we go. Oh wow, it's like the chart's right here. I'm dead. Okay, so green text. So same with the green text. So we're gonna be using we're gonna be using 0 of the red, all of the green, and 0 of the blue. Dodger blue. We will be using. Honestly, I don't know how to make that. We will look onto Dodger blue. So we will be using a little bit of the red. We will be using a little bit of the green. And then we're going to be using all of that blue. Yes. Orange, I believe it's going to be green and orange. Green and red. So let's we're going to do red, green, 0. What color? Yellow. My life is a lie. Let's look onto the left side. 8-5. A5. Cool. Excellent. Many people feel overwhelmed by the possibilities. More than 16 million colors, and it's difficult to remember hex code. Fortunately, you can shorten it. For example, red is going to be F00. RGB. So this is RRGGBB. RGB. Yes, 1 digit for red, 1 for blue, 1 for green. Okay, so let's shorten this. So red colors, capital F00. Fuchsia, I don't know. Green text, green 0. Fuchsia. We look to the left. Fuchsia is all of this, all of red and all of blue, and 0 of green. Cyan is going to be 0FF. Cyan. Very cool. Okay, dokie. Alright, so RGB values for the black looks like this. RGB for the white looks like that. Instead of hexadecimals, RGB specifies the brightness of each color. Oh, that's cool. So hex is more like the color, and I feel like RGB is good for neon then. If you do the math, the 2 digits for one color equals 16, 200. Okay. Okay. Replace the hex code and change it to black. So to make it black, we do RGB 0, 0, 0. And now we have negro. Replace. Just like the hex code, you mix the RGB using different value combinations. Replace the hex code with the correct RGB values. Now we will replace this code with an RGB code of 255, 0 and 0. Now for the blue, because I don't know how to do the other colors just yet, because I am not a color guy. So, okay, what color is orchid? Like, ¿qué pasó? Yo no hablo español. Orchid is 218. Wow. 112. Oh my god. And 214. 215. Orchid is purple? Really? I thought orchid would be kind of like a nice green color. Sienna. RGB. RGB. And this is gonna be 160 and 82 and 45 and very cool. Run that bad boy. And we are now using variables to change several elements at once. In this Penguin class, change CSS variables are a very powerful way to change many CSS properties. Interesting. In the Penguin class, change the black value to gray, the gray value to white, and the yellow to orange. So the belly skin is going to be black is going to be to gray. Cool. So to understand this a little bit more, anywhere that has the variable penguin skin will be gray. So penguin top, penguin bottom, the right hand and the left hand has penguin skin. The right cheek and the left cheek is the penguin belly. Oh, and the belly has the penguin's belly. And the belly, they want us to turn it to white. And then the beak is gonna be orange. Wow. So pretty much we just create a nice little property called penguin. Give it a variable of penguin skin, penguin belly, penguin beak, and then we can use that for the background. Very cool. I hope that's exactly how I hope that's exactly what it means. If someone is watching this and is a smart boy or girl and wants to tell me that I'm silly, let me know and explain it to me, because I also would like to know. Create a CSS variable, just give it a name with 2 hyphens. Penguin. Oops. Penguin skin. And then we're gonna give it a value of gray. Why is it not gray? ¿Por qué? Will it turn gray? It's still not gray. Did we break it? So we have created a variable called penguin skin, and we want it to be gray, and the penguin is not gray. ¿Por qué? Apply the penguin skin variable to the background property of penguin top, bottom, right hand, and left hand. Okay, so it looks like right here in the background property, we give it the variable penguin skin. That's it. We finish. Okay. Penguin skin, and then we're gonna give it. Oh, wow. We will give this. We will let the. This is the reason why we put var in front of it, is so we can let the code analysis master Mr. Mind know that we are giving it a variable instead of just telling the background that, hey, this is penguin skin. Like, you're not gonna know what penguin skin is. It can be a color, it can be whatever, but if you put penguin skin like that, yeah, we are so smart. And yeah, I could be a really annoying guy when it comes to this, but I will explain it just like that, or however I think of it. When using your variable as CSS property value, you can attach a fallback. Cool beans, this is the fallback. So if penguin skin does not work, and if it doesn't work on certain web browsers, it's gonna go to this one. Very awesome. It looks like there's a problem with the variables applied to the penguin top, bottom, class, and this. We have to add the fallback of black. So this is gonna go inside, right? Yes. She freaking lives. Penguin skin must all have the fallback of black, because if they don't got the black, they don't look like a penguin. Improve compatibility with browser fallback. When you're working with CSS, you will likely run into browser compatibility issues at some point. This is why it's important to provide browser fallback to avoid potential problems. When your browser perisses, the CSS of a web page ignores any properties that it doesn't recognize or support. For the example, if you use CSS variable to assign a background color on a site, Internet Explorer will ignore the background color because it does not support CSS variable. In that case, the browser will use whatever value it has for that properly. That means that you don't want to provide a fallback. It is easy to provide. That way, an older browser will have something to fall back on, while a newer browser, looks like a variable is being used to set a background color of the red box. Let's improve our browser compatibility by adding another background declaration right before the existing declaration and set it to the value of red. So you telling me you just want me to do this? Your red box should include a fallback. So have already an existing one right here and call it red. Did that do anything? Didn't look like it, but hey, kind of don't really know about that one. If you guys have something, can you guys tell me what the heck that was all about? It'll mean a lot. Thank you. Whenever you create a variable, it is available for you to use inside the selector in which you create it. It is also available in any of the selector descents. This happens because CSS variables are inherited, just like the ordinary properties. To make use of inheritance, CSS variables are often defined in the root elements. Root is pseudo class selector that matches the root element of the document, usually the HTML element. By creating a variable in root, when you create so you telling me when you create a variable, it is available for you inside the selector. So if you create a variable called root inside your style sheet, it's a that matches root. So this is actually like HTML, but you can just use root. So define a variable called, so inside our root, variable, in our root selector, we can create a variable and call it penguin. Oh my gosh, penguin belly. And then we're gonna give this a bad boy value of pink. Cool. You can see that the variable is inherited child element. Okay, so you're telling me that, alright, so inside our root directory or whatever, we can create a variable, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And it will inherit it it will make it a background color unless we give it to something else. So when you create a variable, they will set the value of the variable for the whole page. Exactly. So yeah, so the whole page is pink because we set that variable for it. Unless you can then overwrite these variables by setting them again with a specific element. I mean, honestly, big boy. Let's see what happens if we say big boy, and then I don't know, black. My entire life is a lie. Wow. Okay. Okay. Maybe I just did it wrong. Alright, so now we go into here, right? So inside the penguin class, we create a thingy called penguin belly, and then we give it a white background, correct? Or we just change it to a white, okay? CSS variables can simplify the way you use media queries. How come this is a blue background if it's not here? Where is it, that color? Why is my life a lie? Oh, right here. Wow. Why? Alright, for instance, when your screen is smaller or larger than your media query breakpoint, you can change the value of a variable and it will apply the style. So change your penguin size is redefined to the value of 200 pixels and the skin to the value of black. Okay, so penguin size is going to be 200 pixels and penguin skin is gonna be black. So then once our thing gets smaller, it turns into a little baby penguin. And I guess this is cool because like we're pretty much putting variables inside our root. We're storing variables inside our HTML. If this was HTML, it would have been the same thing, but it's called root. So since it's stored inside our root, we got variables, and these variables are pretty much like, I guess, colors, or more descriptive colors, I guess. Oh snap, we finito? Alright guys, looks like we finished today's little lesson. That was actually kind of fast. Let's get this party started. I'm about to start working on some projects. Hopefully you guys will see some videos on those. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for the Applied Visual Design Challenge, which is going to be kind of annoying. Maybe. We will see. I love you guys and have a great rest of your day.